And I gather you guys lent your guitar to Ed Sheeran for his Latitude performance, is that right? And how did that come about?
Um, it was just a bartering tool to get whatever drugs he had on him. So.
You're not the first one to say that about him.
I know. I was like, why am I hiding? I don't have to lie, do I? He actually, he lives not too far from there, I guess, where he grew up and has a house. And he was just hanging out with some of the guys from Snow Patrol, and the stage we were playing out at Latitude.
But he had caught wind of the solo stuff a couple of years ago. We kind of heard
Right.
that he was a fan of our folk band.
Well,
so I think
yeah.
he knew who we were and kind of sought us out.
Actually, Bart at Shortage House was like, I ran into Ed Sheeran. He loves your stuff. I was like, who's Ed Sheeran? I was like, he's the guy that looks like the guy, and he looks like the ginger in Harry Potter, right? So,
And what do you remember about your performance on Later With Jools Holland, the first performance there?
well, you mean like the one years ago?
The one years ago and the one for...
The one years ago
Words.
was like kind of one of those moments that was sort of like the Jimmy Fallon thing. It kind of changed the way people perceived what we were doing, and that was, I did one song by myself, and then I did another song with Joseph's wife, Julie, and it was kind of mind-blowing experience. And then to have the response from that, and be traveling around with people saying like, I saw you play on Later With Jools, and I love your stuff. It was like, wow, it actually works. And then the most recent one was just, I didn't know who the Libertines were. I was like, boy, these guys seem like screw-ups. But I was like, more than we are. I was like, how did they get that fucking drunk on the break? I was like, they're not just drinking. I'm pretty sure. So.
And just finally, I mean, what's plans? What are your next plans? Have you started writing new songs at all as yet? And do you write on the road?
I've been trying to learn how to write on the road. In the past, I've always liked to kind of be home alone when the house is clean and there's nobody around, and kind of work on ideas that way. Because I don't know, it's kind of can sometimes feel like you're just kind of bare to everyone when you're going through the writing process. So it's always been more of my thing to kind of like move to the side and finish things on my own, even if it's something that we worked on as a group. But on the road, it's been tough to just find any space or any time alone. But I've been.
What do you mean?
But I've been doing my best to write, and we have a lot of songs left over from when we first started to make the record. So I think I'm excited to see what happens, since now we have this really great band and some of the best musicians I got to play with.
Soundcheck is the key. I'm trying to learn how to use
For you
soundcheck.
guys, not for me.
I know.
I
That's
hate
what I'm saying.
soundcheck.
But that's the only time you have to actually play outside of the songs you play every night. So we're working on new stuff every night in the soundcheck time. Yeah, I'm figuring it out.